If you're like me, the beginning of a new year comes with a lot of excitement. New goals, strategy meetings, fresh budgets, and that hopeful feeling that this is the year everything clicks. For the last 3 years, I've gone into every January with that same goal, to run a tighter, more profitable kitchen. And while there's a lot to be grateful for on the business front, one thing has consistently refused to behave: food cost. By early 2025, I thought we finally had it under control. We'd brought it down from 40% to 36%, but by the end of the year, it crept back up. Now, if you followed my content, you're probably thinking, William, what about supplier negotiations, portion control, minimizing wastage? Isn't that what you keep preaching? And here's the honest truth. We've done all of that diligently, but still, the numbers told a different story. Which is exactly why in this episode I want to share 3 strategies we'll be implementing this year to bring that food cost down, say to around 33% or lower. But before we jump right into it, I have to be very clear. What I'm about to share applies to our cloud kitchen model. The goal is not to copy-paste this, but to think critically about your operation, whether you run a restaurant, a cloud kitchen like ours, or a catering business. You'll forgive me, I have to get ready for work. Stay put. Here we are. Where were we? Food costs. So when food cost starts misbehaving, the natural instinct is usually to work harder, negotiate more, watch on wastage like a hawk. But what I've learned is that food cost rarely spirals because people aren't trying. It will creep up when ownership of numbers is weak, when decision making is based on emotions, and when accountability only sits at the top. And that's the narrative we're changing this year. I know this is an active conversations we're having with the team, so I'll refer back to our notes so that I just jump right into it. So one of the biggest shifts we're making this year is by having a tighter grip on numbers. What this means is that we're not just tracking that food cost, we are managing the drivers of it. So that instead of asking, why did food costs go up this month, we're shifting to what moved that number this week. Was it price changes? Are we having a sales mix? Are we having portion drifts in the kitchen? Is it 1 or 2 items that are slowly or quietly doing the damage? The idea is to focus less on that final percentage and more on the few drivers that move it up. And we used to do this. We would wait until the end of the month to look at these numbers. And what this would mean is we were always reactive. So by shifting to shorter intervals where we review it, we're able to take corrective actions in good time when it's still cheap. The second shift is on menu engineering. And for us, this introduces 2 conversations. On the takeaway side, this works just like any other restaurant. We usually have stars, puzzles, plow horses, dogs, that kind of thinking. And it's just with the realization that not every popular item is actually profitable. There are those items that fund the business and there are those that keep it busy. So what we're doing this quarter and ideally every year moving forward is use this information to intentionally design the menu so that we're able to protect the margin without killing demand. But catering is where the biggest shift is happening because for the longest time, catering pricing has always been reactive. It's usually the client budget first, then we try and fit food into it with the hope that volumes will save the day. And we're flipping that this year. So what we'll be doing instead is work backwards. We'll start with the menu structure to cost, margin, then pricing. Once the numbers are clear, we're able to negotiate from a position of confidence and not desperation. Otherwise, food cost will always fight back. The third shift is the most important one for me, and that's inviting people into ownership. Most teams are told, reduce wastage, watch portion sizes, but very few are shown what food cost actually means or how their daily decisions move the number. People protect what they understand. And so instead of pushing harder, we're choosing to explain more, to share simplified numbers, to show cause and effect, and making food costs a shared problem, not just a management problem. This year, our approach isn't about working harder or policing people. It's more on clarity on numbers, clarity on what sells, clarity on why food cost matters to everyone in the kitchen. That is how we're shooting for 33% or lower. And hopefully, making it stick. If you found this helpful, share it with someone who's struggling with food costs. Until next time, stay put.